Understanding autophagy, your body's built-in cellular recycling system. Autophagy is a critical biological process that plays a central role in maintaining cellular health and systemic balance. The term autophagy comes from the Greek words auto, self, and phage, eating, meaning self-eating. While that may sound alarming, autophagy is in fact one of the body's most essential mechanisms for survival, adaptation, and repair. Discovered and studied in depth by Dr. Yoshinori Osumi, a Japanese cell biologist who was awarded the 2016 Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine, autophagy refers to the process by which cells degrade and recycle their own components. This includes damaged organelles, misfolded proteins, and toxic waste products that accumulate over time. Through autophagy, these cellular leftovers are broken down in lysosomes and repurposed to create new cellular components or generate energy, especially during times of stress or nutrient deprivation. From a medical perspective, autophagy is more than just a maintenance function. It is a vital protective mechanism. Research has linked healthy autophagic activity to slower aging, reduced cancer risk, improved immune function, and protection against neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. By clearing damaged cells and maintaining cellular integrity, autophagy helps reduce inflammation, promote genomic stability, and preserve metabolic health. Importantly, autophagy is not continuously active at high levels. It is typically enhanced during certain conditions, particularly fasting, caloric restriction, and physical stress, e.g., exercise. Dr. Osumi's research demonstrated that short-term fasting can serve as a biological trigger for autophagy, leading to increased cellular cleansing and regeneration. This insight has had far-reaching implications for how we view nutrition, metabolic health, and disease prevention. Clinically, impaired or insufficient autophagy is associated with several pathologies, including insulin resistance, obesity, cardiovascular disease, and certain forms of cancer. Conversely, interventions that enhance autophagy are being studied for their therapeutic potential, particularly in the fields of oncology, neurology, and aging research. In summary, autophagy is not just a theoretical concept. It's a foundational process that underpins many aspects of human health. Supporting this system through lifestyle choices such as intermittent fasting, nutritional balance, and stress modulation may offer powerful benefits for long-term wellness and disease resistance. Intermittent fasting, a clinically proven strategy to enhance autophagy and metabolic health. Intermittent fasting, IF, is an evidence-based dietary practice that involves cycling between periods of eating and fasting. This structured approach to food intake has garnered significant interest in medical and scientific communities due to its impact on metabolism, cellular health, and longevity. In particular, IF is one of the most effective known ways to activate autophagy, the body's natural mechanism for cellular repair and detoxification. Among the leading researchers in this field is Dr. Takayuki Teruya, a Japanese scientist specializing in metabolic biochemistry and aging. His research has demonstrated that fasting initiates a cascade of beneficial metabolic responses that go far beyond simple weight loss. These include increased production of metabolites involved in cellular energy, enhanced antioxidant activity, and improved mitochondrial function. Dr. Teruya's work highlights three primary medical insights. Metabolic activation. During fasting, the body shifts from glucose metabolism to fat metabolism, producing ketone bodies and activating AMP activated protein kinase (AMPK) pathways. These changes improve insulin sensitivity, stabilize blood sugar levels, and promote fat oxidation. Simultaneously, metabolic waste products are cleared, and nutrient-sensing pathways such as mTOR are inhibited, which is crucial for initiating autophagy. Antioxidant production. Fasting upregulates the body's endogenous antioxidant systems. In particular, fasting stimulates glutathione synthesis, a master antioxidant, and enhances the expression of SIRT1, a protein involved in cellular repair, inflammation reduction, and oxidative stress defense. This reduces cellular aging and protects tissues from damage. Anti-aging effects. Fasting-induced autophagy promotes the degradation of dysfunctional mitochondria, mitophagy, clearance of protein aggregates, and recycling of damaged cell components. These processes are vital for preventing age-related diseases such as type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and neurodegeneration. In clinical terms, intermittent fasting protocols typically involve daily fasting windows of 12 to 16 hours. For example, an individual may stop eating after 7 p.m. and resume at 11 a.m. the next day. This eating pattern mimics the natural rhythms of traditional Japanese elders, who often practiced time-restricted eating intuitively. Medical guidelines emphasize that intermittent fasting is generally safe for healthy individuals, but it may require modification for those with diabetes, pregnancy, or eating disorders. Under proper supervision, IF is a powerful non-pharmacological intervention that aligns with biological repair mechanisms and supports healthy aging and disease prevention. Hara Hachi Bu, caloric moderation as a tool for longevity and cellular health. Hara Hachi Bu is a traditional Okinawan practice that translates to eat until you are 80% full. While culturally rooted, this principle aligns closely with modern medical understanding of caloric restriction, CR, and its role in promoting metabolic health, reducing disease risk, and enhancing lifespan. From a physiological standpoint, caloric overconsumption places significant stress on the body's metabolic and inflammatory systems. Chronic overfeeding has been linked to insulin resistance, oxidative stress, and the development of chronic diseases such as type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disorders, and certain cancers. In contrast, modest caloric restriction without malnutrition has been shown in both animal and human studies to stimulate autophagy, enhance mitochondrial efficiency, and delay cellular aging. In Okinawa, recognized globally as a blue zone for its unusually high number of centenarians, Hara Hachi Bu has been practiced for generations. This practice is not merely cultural, but clinically significant. Research indicates that individuals who follow this habit tend to have lower body mass indices, BMIs, improved lipid profiles, and reduced inflammatory markers, all of which are associated with a lower incidence of chronic illness. One of the most prominent advocates of this lifestyle was Dr. Shinya Hinohara, a Japanese physician and longevity expert who lived to the age of 105. His philosophy emphasized moderation in eating, daily physical activity, and a purpose-driven life. Dr. Hinohara recommended avoiding overeating and suggested that many modern health issues stem not from undernutrition, but from chronic overnutrition and metabolic overload. From a medical lens, Hara Hachi Bu operates by reducing postprandial, after-meal, metabolic strain. When the stomach is not distended by overeating, hormonal responses, particularly insulin and leptin signaling, remain within optimal physiological ranges. This promotes better satiety regulation, supports glucose homeostasis, and reduces the risk of developing metabolic syndrome. Moreover, the mild caloric deficit induced by this habit creates favorable conditions for autophagy, the cellular recycling process vital for removing damaged components and regenerating healthy cells. This in turn contributes to better immune surveillance, tissue repair, and resilience against age-related decline. In conclusion, Hara Hachi Bu is not just folklore, it is a scientifically supported lifestyle strategy. Its consistent practice may provide measurable benefits in promoting healthy aging, metabolic balance, and disease prevention. Dietary strategies to support autophagy. Nutritional approaches from Japanese longevity experts. Nutrition plays a pivotal role in regulating autophagy, the body's essential process for cellular maintenance and repair. Scientific evidence increasingly supports the idea that not only when we eat, but also what we eat, can profoundly impact autophagic activity, metabolic health, and the aging process. One of the leading voices in this field is Dr. Yumi Ishihara, a distinguished Japanese physician known for his work with prime ministers and his advocacy of modified fasting. His dietary model emphasizes liquid breakfasts, meal reduction, and strategic nutrient intake to create longer fasting windows that support natural detoxification and cellular regeneration. Dr. Ishihara's regimen typically begins with freshly squeezed juices, such as carrot or apple juice, which provide a gentle, nutrient-rich start to the day without overwhelming the digestive system. Carrot juice is high in beta-carotene, vitamin A, and alkalizing compounds, supporting liver function and immune response. Apple juice contributes quercetin, pectin, and electrolytes, which aid in gut health and systemic antioxidant defense. These components help ease the body out of the fasting state while maintaining low insulin levels, which is critical for sustaining autophagic activity. Additionally, Dr. Ishihara recommends black tea with black sugar and ginger during the fasting window. Black tea is rich in polyphenols and catechins, which exhibit anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and cardioprotective effects. The addition of black sugar, a less refined form of sugar containing trace minerals like iron, calcium, and potassium, provides gentle energy without causing insulin spikes. Ginger adds thermogenic and digestive benefits, along with immunomodulatory and anti-inflammatory effects. From a clinical nutrition perspective, consuming 1 to 2 solid meals per day, primarily plant-based, is optimal for promoting autophagy. The traditional Japanese diet, rich in vegetables, seaweed, fermented foods, e.g., miso, natto, legumes, whole grains, and omega-3 rich fish, has been shown to lower oxidative stress, stabilize blood sugar, and improve gut microbiota diversity. These effects create a biochemical environment conducive to autophagic regulation. Medical literature supports the idea that avoiding processed foods, refined sugars, and chemical additives is critical. These substances elevate insulin, promote inflammation, and suppress autophagy. Therefore, a diet grounded in whole, minimally processed foods supports not just longevity but also resilience against age-related disease. The enzyme-powered longevity model. Dr. Hiromi Shinya's approach to gut health and autophagy. Dr. Hiromi Shinya, a world-renowned Japanese-American gastroenterologist, is widely credited with revolutionizing the field of gastrointestinal endoscopy and contributing significantly to our understanding of dietary enzymes, gut health, and cellular longevity. His medical philosophy emphasizes the intimate relationship between digestive function, immune defense, and the body's ability to maintain health through natural self-repair mechanisms like autophagy. Central to Dr. Shinya's approach is what he termed the Shinya enzyme theory, which proposes that the body has a limited reserve of metabolic and digestive enzymes. Excessive consumption of cooked, processed, and enzyme-deficient foods forces the body to overproduce digestive enzymes at the expense of metabolic enzymes, impairing detoxification, immune function, and cellular repair. This imbalance can accelerate cellular aging and increase vulnerability to chronic diseases such as cancer, cardiovascular disease, and inflammatory disorders. To support the body's enzymatic balance and enhance autophagy, Dr. Shinya recommended a plant-based, enzyme-rich diet focused on raw or lightly cooked vegetables, fresh fruits, legumes, and fermented foods. These foods are abundant in natural enzymes, phytonutrients, and fiber, which not only assist digestion, but also improve gut microbiota composition, a crucial factor in modulating inflammation and immune responses. In line with autophagy activation, Dr. Shinya introduced the concept of the Shinya Little Fast, a form of time-restricted eating that spans approximately 16 hours between dinner and the next day's breakfast. This fasting window allows the gastrointestinal tract to rest and regenerate, promoting mucosal healing, microbial balance, and systemic detoxification. Prolonged overnight fasting also encourages insulin sensitivity and activates autophagic pathways, thereby aiding in cellular rejuvenation. Hydration was another cornerstone of Dr. Shinya's regimen. He strongly advocated drinking 2 glasses of water upon waking, on an empty stomach, to stimulate peristalsis, flush toxins, and support metabolic activity. Additionally, green tea, especially Japanese sencha, was recommended for its high content of catechins, compounds shown to reduce oxidative damage and support cardiovascular and metabolic health. Dr. Shinya warned against the habitual use of medications for digestive issues, suggesting that most gastrointestinal conditions could be prevented or reversed through dietary discipline, enzyme balance, and autophagy-promoting practices. In summary, Dr. Shinya's medically grounded protocol, focusing on enzymes, fasting, hydration, and gut health, provides a powerful framework for enhancing longevity, disease resistance, and internal healing. Conclusion: integrating autophagy, activating habits for lifelong health and disease prevention. Autophagy is a central biological mechanism that plays a foundational role in cellular maintenance, metabolic regulation, and disease prevention. As described by Nobel laureate Dr. Yoshinori Ohsumi, this self-cleaning process enables cells to degrade dysfunctional components, recycle nutrients, and maintain homeostasis, especially under conditions of stress or nutrient scarcity. The clinical relevance of autophagy extends across multiple domains: oncology, neurology, immunology, and gerontology, making it a critical target for health optimization and longevity. The collective research of prominent Japanese medical experts, Dr. Ohsumi, Dr. Takayuki Teruya, Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara, Dr. Yumi Ishihara, and Dr. Hiromi Shinya, demonstrates that autophagy is not only a scientific concept, but also a modifiable physiological process, responsive to lifestyle interventions that are practical, evidence-based, and deeply rooted in cultural longevity traditions. First, intermittent fasting and time-restricted feeding, as studied by Dr. Teruya and promoted by Dr. Shinya, enhance autophagy by improving mitochondrial efficiency, reducing oxidative stress, and promoting metabolic flexibility. Clinical studies have shown that fasting periods of 12 to 16 hours can increase cellular stress resistance, activate sirtuin pathways, and improve glucose regulation. Second, caloric moderation through the Okinawan principle of Hara Hachi Bu reduces postprandial metabolic burden, stabilizes insulin response, and encourages cellular repair. Epidemiological data from blue zones corroborate the health benefits of mild caloric restriction without malnutrition. Third, the incorporation of a plant-based, enzyme-rich diet, as advocated by Dr. Ishihara and Dr. Shinya, supports autophagy by minimizing systemic inflammation and optimizing digestive health. These diets also promote healthy gut microbiota, known regulators of immune and metabolic signaling pathways. In addition, functional beverages such as green tea, black tea with ginger, and fresh vegetable juices provide antioxidants, polyphenols, and bioactive compounds that indirectly support autophagic activity and improve cardiovascular and hepatic function. Critically, all experts emphasize minimizing processed foods, refined sugars, and excessive animal protein, which are known to increase insulin secretion, suppress autophagy, and contribute to chronic inflammatory states. In conclusion, activating and sustaining autophagy through nutritional timing, dietary quality, and lifestyle alignment is a powerful, low-risk strategy for enhancing longevity, preventing degenerative disease, and promoting whole-body resilience. As scientific understanding deepens, these time-tested Japanese health practices are increasingly validated as practical interventions for 21st-century medicine.